Hey guys, this is Tagene of Money Coaching Services, and today we are going to talk about 10 ways to create a better budget. But before we get into the details, I'd like you to hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know when we're on. So this is Tagene from Money Coaching Services, and I have been in banking for over 18 years, 17 years at Bank of Nova Scotia and 1 year at JN Bank. I started Money Coaching Services 6 years ago. I'm also the author of the book, Money Moves That Matter, Simple Steps to Become Debt Free. You can get your copy on Amazon. So let's get into the details. So number one, track your expenses. So in doing a better budget, we have to know what are the components of a budget and how a good budget actually works. The problem is when persons hear us say track your expenses, they feel like they are restricted. But the point of a budget is not to restrict you. The point of a budget is to identify where your money is going so that you, the person in charge, can say, money, don't go there. I want you to go over to the other side to earn me more money. That's the people. All right. So think about it like that. When you track your expenses, it is only telling you what you are doing with your money. And that is important because you have to measure what you expect. All right. Number two, set financial goals. So this is a good way of doing a better budget when you set your financial goals. So a lot of you have different goals. Some of you planning to go to university. Some of you are planning to start a family. You're planning to purchase a house. All of these things will impact your budget, right? So you need to have some estimation of some timelines and how much you will need. So say, for example, you're working towards the purchase of a house, right? The house purchase. Then how much will you qualify for? You need to check that out. You call your bank, give them some information, let them crunch the numbers, or you can even ask us. We'll do some calculation for you and tell you that, okay, if you're going to buy like a $25 million house or so on, this is the existing rate in the banking industry. This is what to expect. Based on your current income, you're going to need X amount more each month to be able to qualify for the mortgage. So you'll be able now to work towards increasing your income to get to that level so that when you already know, you can easily qualify for getting a mortgage. All right, so that's an example of financial goal. Number three, create a budget template. Yes, guys. Gone are the days that anybody should be writing down the budget in a book, pen and paper. You can do it, you know. The problem is not, it's better than nothing at all. Because you have some people, they say they budget in their heads. So if you're writing on paper, at least your method is better than theirs. Because the people who budget in their head, what happens to them is that they end up in situations where they forget some very important expenses, and at the last minute, you will hear some of them say, oh Lord Jesus, I forget to include the school fee. I never remember that this is due. I never remember that that is due. So they're running up and down now, trying to go to any bank, any loan place to quickly get a loan. Right? So you don't want to fall into that trap. Right? Try your best to avoid taking unnecessary loans. What is considered probably a good way is taking loans for a mortgage. For a mortgage is normally very big for anybody to pay cash. Taking loan to purchase a car, those two are big ticket items, right? But if you don't have any loans at all, taking one loan, that is not supposed to kill you, right? Taking one loan with a monthly payment that you can manage, that's fine. But what I'm saying for the people who you have, as soon as one loan pay out, you gotta search for another loan to get. You're not gonna reach very far with budgeting or any type of money management because you are robbing from your future with each loan you take that you don't think about how it is going to affect you in the future. It is making you have a situation where you will not be able to create any wealth, right? And get rid of this get rich quick system. Get rich is for fools. You heard it here because I talk straight. Get rich quick is for fools. Those who are rich and those who stay rich get there, and they get there consistently. They get there slowly. It is not a rush. It is not a race. You find something that works and then you consistently do it. That is how it works in finance. But if, for example, you won the lotto, right? You won the lotto, what you're gonna do? If you keep spending the same way you're spending now, that is why a lot of persons, and there is studies that have shown that most people who win the lotto in the first 3 to 5 years, they don't have no money. Them broke, right? Because getting this lump sum of money, a lot of people don't know how to manage lump sum money. And because you have some people, as soon as they get money, they live at KFC, and I'm calling them the names, they live at Burger King, they don't cook, they don't do anything again that they used to do, right? I'm not saying that if it is that you're going to take the time now and to start a business or something, so you would need that extra time to do something productive, then it's fine. You employ somebody else to cook your food and do all of those things. But if it is your excuse to be lazy and not to do anything that is going to move you productively into the future, then all people would say, dog, I'm going to your supper. And for other persons who are not Jamaican, you don't understand what that means. That means that at the end of the day, you're not going to have anything much, and you're basically going to be worse off than when you just started, right? And the point of working and the point of doing any form of money management is that you want a brighter future. No, so. Now that we work towards brighter future, right? So you must be doing things that will increase the possibility of a brighter future. And brighter future in comparison to what? In comparison to where you were the last 3 years ago. If it is that your life has not changed positively in the last 5 years, you are doing something wrong. All right. So create a budget template. So this is a way to do a better budget. You create a budget template. So I'm an Excel spreadsheet junkie. So first, my mother taught me how to do it. Well, she never taught me, but based on observation, right? I see she writing down on paper and whatever, and I started that process. But when I got Microsoft Excel and I started doing on Excel, darling, paper for that. You know, use no paper no more. I did my spreadsheet. I did 1 month, then I did 1 year, then the longest budget I did was 3 years. And trust me, it was the most interesting budget I've done to date. And some of you might be saying it is not necessary to do a 3 year budget, but what you don't know, because you have not done it, is that it gives you an eye opening of what the future could look like, right? So, say for example, you're planning to achieve some goals in the next 5 years. You're gonna kind of need a 5 year budget. Yeah. So I know probably you wouldn't want to be the one to create the 5 year budget. If you want us to create the 5 year budget for you, taking into consideration all the things or all the expenses that you currently have for a 1 year period, and then as each year passes and things change in your life, we will just adjust your budget and say, okay, this is the new format you're going to use based on the fact that, okay, you have increased your income or your family has grown or whatever happened, right? So each year, we would review the budget and adjust it based on what your life now looks like in that particular year. So that is how I would approach that. All right. Number 4, differentiating between needs, wants, and savings. People, your needs are your grocery, transportation, utilities, and housing. Those 4, those are your needs. Your wants are things you like to do, but you don't have to do, like going out, movies, parties, entertainment, eating out, buying red bottom shoes when you could buy other type of shoes. Yeah, it is an indulgence. And then savings now, we call savings and financial goals. That's how we categorize it. So when you have your financial goals, we incorporate it in the savings bracket to say, okay, we can use these to achieve some financial goals. All right. So 30%, no, let me start over. For needs, 50% goes to your needs, 50% of your income. Wants, 30% of your income goes to your wants, and 20% of your income goes to savings. Now, people, it is a guide. As I tell you, nothing in budgeting is fixed. Forget that out of your head. It's rubbish. Nothing in budgeting is fixed because your money is always moving. So your budget has to keep up. By giving you the guide, it helps you to see if you're spending too much money in a particular category. Now, needs is a category when all hell breaking loose, you have to have that category supplied 100%. Mean 50% of your income must go to needs. Right? Wants is a category if you have any financial struggle. Wants category is a category that you will look to subtract money from if you're having trouble financially. Savings and financial goal category is the second category. The reason why we don't make you touch the savings and financial goals category first is because that is the category that is taking care of your future. Yeah, people, you have to make sure you have a future. All right? All right, so number 5, cutting unnecessary expenses. So this is another tip of you creating a better budget. When people hear cutting unnecessary expenses, This word is relative. What is unnecessary to you might be necessary to me. What do I mean by that? What it means, or what I tell my clients, is that you will have some things in your budget that for your peace of mind, you do it. So if it is something you're doing for your peace of mind, all they need to do is look in the budget and see if there is another area you can cut in order to facilitate this peace of mind expense. And this peace of mind does not fall into the needs category. It usually falls in the wants category. All right. However, let me make this disclaimer. If you are earning minimum income, cutting unnecessary expenses and a feel because you don't have money. This is not for you. You should be focusing on finding ways to increase your income. If you earn 150,000 per month or less and you have a child or you have children, you don't have nowhere to cut no unnecessary expense. You need more money. Okay? All right. So me finished with you people. So the other guys know, like some of my clients who, when they came, earning 500,000 per month, no saving. This is for you, right? Cutting unnecessary expense. Like the 100,000 you're spending to eating out for lunch. Those who earning $1 million per month, they how much that 70,000 per month that you're paying for tennis, and you're not entering no tennis tournament or anything like that. So if you, I'm not saying not to do any exercise. What I'm saying, if you have other types of exercise activities that you can do that can make you healthy, then, and it don't cost you so much, then you probably need to be putting this $70,000 towards creating wealth. That's what I'm saying. So you cut it from one category that is we call a liability, and you put the money towards an asset, something that is going to give you some return in the future. So whether it is education, whether it is starting a business, whether it is investment, whether it is, yeah, you get the point. I don't need to list anything else. So cut unnecessary expense for expenses that are not generating income for you and they don't add to the overall improvement or quality of your life. Oh, there it is. Oops, there it is. Oops, there it is. All right, sorry. All right, number 6 is plan for irregular expenses like car insurance and house insurance. So irregular expenses are any expenses that fall in a different cycle than your pay cycle. So if you're weekly paid, everything else, so expense that is a monthly expense, a quarterly or yearly expense, all of those are irregular to you. So if you're a monthly paid, a quarterly expense, semi-annual, yearly expenses, all of those expenses are irregular to you, even if it's a daily expense. It is still irregular because you earn monthly. Da da da. It is irregular. Okay. All right. So it has to match the same cycle as how you get paid. So with your irregular expenses, you figure out how to come back to your pay cycle. So if you're weekly paid, try to figure out the calculation to get your car insurance divided by 52 weeks, and every week you save that amount so that when it's car insurance time, you have the money. Same thing. If you're monthly paid, you divide it by 12 to come to a monthly figure so that when it's car insurance time, you have the money. The money, the money, the money, money, money. All right, so number 7, emergency fund. Now, emergency fund is excelente for not only budget. So not only budgeting for individuals, but budgeting for business owners, because your income is up, down, sideways, crossway, all kind of way your income comes, right? So you need an emergency fund. Every human being who earns money needs an emergency fund. You need an emergency fund, and the emergency fund for individuals is if you lose your job, if you get sick, if you have unplanned expenses. For business owners, your emergency fund is if 1 month your sales is lower than your operational cost. So if your sales for the month is less than the overheads that you have to pay for the business, the emergency fund for the business, you can pull money from that account to cover it so that you can pay your bills, you can pay your creditors, and stress less and focus on getting more customers into the business. Any questions? Put it in the chat. Any questions, people? Questions. I'm taking questions. Yeah. So business owners, an emergency fund, how you set it up. Now, some persons might be saying, I don't want 2 business checking accounts. I never said it at 2 business checking accounts, darling. Set it up as a business savings account as your emergency fund. So business owners, they use a business savings account as your emergency fund. And each month, when you make over the amount you need to cover your expenses for the business, you put all of it into the emergency fund, not even piece, all of it. Okay, right? So for you, business owners, I would say 6 months of your monthly operational expenses is what you're going to see in your business emergency fund. Now, for the individuals, 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses is what you are going to save in your personal emergency fund. Got it? Good. Okay. So number 8, review and adjust your budget to evaluate your progress. Right? So in order to create a better budget, you have to keep adjusting. Why you adjust? You adjust because life changes. Life changes. But the budget you have when you were single is not the budget you're going to use when you're married. It's not the budget you're going to use when you have children. That budget, dead and gone. It has to be adjusted to fit what life looks like now for you. Your budget is a reflection of you, what your life looks like now. So if you're using a budget that you had from when you just started working, some of you started working like myself straight out of high school at 18, right? If you're using that budget, then every month your budget is going to mash up because your budget for the past and within the present. So your budget must match your current life. And remember, lifestyle needs to be controlled. Have fun, but fun must have a limit. And you can have a fun account. Yeah, no, because other financial advisors don't tell you these things. You go to party every weekend and you don't have a fun account. Like, seriously? That don't make no sense. Your budget must mash up. You're spending the money and just not putting it, writing down the information or using the template. We have our ultimate budget planner. It covers everything. It gives you the guides of the needs, wants, and savings and financial goals. It has credit card repayment templates. It has bill reminder templates. It has all kind of templates. And you can get that at moneycoachingservices.com/shop. You can get the ultimate budgeting or ultimate budget planner. Yeah. Yep. Make it easy, make it quick, make it fast, make it convenient. So that's what we want to do for you. We want to make your budgeting quick, easy, and clear, because you must have clarity as to what you're doing. We don't want confusion. Confusion is what other people do. We don't do confusion. All right, number 9, automate savings and bill payments. Set it and forget it is a great way to create a better budget. Look at your expenses, the expenses that you can set up automatic savings. If you want to save 5,000 per month, that is what you're gonna start your emergency fund with, 5,000 per month, and you set up something to take the money, not you physically doing it, take the money from your salary account and send it to the emergency fund account, which should be another savings account, getting interest, people. Yeah. And you set it up and forget it. So every month you don't have to remember, say, oh, I need to transfer $5,000 for savings, and I need to transfer this for credit card, and I need to transfer this for that. Oh, please, who does that? All right, sorry. Sorry, some of you still do, but yeah, that's not necessary. You're giving yourself too much work. That's why we're in the technology age. Use the technology, people. Yeah? All right. So set up your standing order, set up your salary deductions, and transfer the money. Now you will have some bills that they change, like a credit card bill going to change. So if you have an idea what the average cost that you would pay for your credit card bill, then all you do is increase the money a little bit. So you normally pay 15,000 and some dollars and cents. Then you probably pay 17,000. And you try that and see if it works. If you need a little more money, then next month you know just adjust the figure, people. So a figure, you round it up probably to 20,000 then, if you pay 15. And you pay 20,000 per month to the credit card. And you do the same thing for your phone bill and your light bill and other bills. Now, you will find that some bills, like probably a light bill, now that it is summer is hot, you might have to pay your light bill twice if you're going to use that option. But that is supposed to be the only bill that is going to throw you off because you're not really sure of how much usage, right? So you can try to set most of your bills on some automatic payments, automatic repayments, and just kind of look at them and see if that is working for you and adjust. You have options, and when you use online banking, for those of you who use online banking, you should all be using online banking to do the setups. So you can set up your payments to pay whatever bills and so on with your online banking. You can set them up. You can pay your insurance, your life insurance, critical illness insurance, your health insurance, all of them things. You can set them up on your online banking. All right, so the final one is seek financial guidance. If you're having trouble doing all of this, you think it is too much, well, I'm here to help. Yes, I am your money coach, and that is my job is to help you so that you have something that is customized. Yes, you can watch all of these videos, but these videos are general ideas because it is impossible to give everyone a personalized plan for their situation because I'm different, you're different, we're all different, and so is your money. And so what is happening in your life now may be different from another individual. So we could never tell you that this video is financial advice. None of our videos are financial advice. They are just financial tips to open your mind as to what is possible. Now, getting something customized is what we do at Money Coaching Services. We help business owners. For those of you need help with sales, you need help with operations, you need help with, we even review your website. That is how far we go. Because when persons come onto your website to purchase things and your website looks a little scanty, not much information there, they're gonna think that your business is not reputable. So we give you advice how to look reputable, how to look trustworthy, right? And we help you get more sales. That is for the business people. So for individuals now, and also business people, we help you with your budgeting as well because you also suffer with budgeting problems as business owners. All right, and individuals, we help you with budgeting, debt management, financial goals. So you're planning for retirement. How much money should you have by retirement age based on your income? These are the things we help you with, people. We help you get clarity. And we don't expect you to remember anything because you usually don't. So what we do in our WhatsApp, we send you, this was our session today. We put the date. These are our recommendations. Step 1, da 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 da. Step 2, da 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 da. Step 3, da 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 da. And you have it in your WhatsApp, quick reference. Also, we send that same copy over to your email just in case you deleted it by accident, or you lost your phone or something happened. You will have that information. All right. So in our Facebook group, we do, you see, I have AI. I don't know if it's showing up when I think that. Yeah, I'm learning AI, people. I'm doing a lot of AI things. I'm also a techie. Yeah. Originally started, when I started in banking, the first thing I studied was systems analysis and design. And then the more I started learning about banking, I said, okay, banking. I see some things in banking that is really making me say, okay, I'm switching from IT to banking because here is where the party is. So yeah, that's a long story cut short. All right, so we are doing weekly sessions in our Facebook group to train you on better money management. So join our Facebook group. It's free. We also have, I'm going to share now, we have a new thing that we are working on. What's gone all the way there? So yeah, it's called Increase Your Earning Power. Yeah, those of you are earning 150,000 or less, you definitely need this. So get access to up to 60 income earning ideas, regardless of whether you have a degree. So each month, receive live training via Zoom. I'm going to be doing a training for you guys on one new income earning concept, right? So you'll get recordings if you need the recordings, because every month you won't be able to be in all the training. So we'll provide that. Now, join the waiting list, because when we launch this, it is first come, first serve. We are not taking everybody, because we know that when we limit persons, and no, it is not free. When we limit persons, that is when you value it the most. So no, everybody that applies to the waiting list will not get through. Sorry. Yes, this is, we are limiting the access to only 100 people. That's why we are using Zoom. We could have used Facebook group, where we could take on more than the 100 people. We're only doing 100 people. And as you can see, we are advertising this now on YouTube, so that those who watch our videos and share our videos, they are aware. So this is at moneycoachingservices.com/shop, and you look for increase your earning power. Click join the waiting list to be added to that. So you will get information as to when we are going to launch that in your email. Yep, we are doing it, and we are doing it big. So no longer can anybody tell us, oh, we don't earn much money. I need to earn more money. I don't have any ideas of that. Well, we are giving you 60. How much I say? 60, up to 60 ideas how to earn income. So we're fixing that problem for you. All right. So this is Tagene from Tagene Brown McBean from Money Coaching Services, talking to you today about our 10 ways to create a better budget. So any questions, put them in the comments, guys. Ask your questions. If there's something that you thought would have been in the video you did not hear about, put it in the comments as well. We'll also make a video on that just for you. And those of you who comment in the video, well, comment, we will start giving you some big ups, because we have to show some love for you engaging with us. That's all we have for you today, guys. This is Tagene from Money Coaching Services. Thank you for your time. So hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when we're on. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.